Welcome to day 4 of your challenge. Today, I'm going to talk about the number one strategy that you need to start using right away to get control of your unwanted eating habits. And what we're going to be talking about today is going to build your self-compassion. Because when we're compassionate, we are so much more willing to go out of our way to help others. To be human is to be compassionate. It's part of our human experience, and it's our compassion that calls us to reach out and help one another. And it's our compassion that will have us hold open the door for someone or give up our seat on the bus for someone. Compassion makes it easy for us to step out of our own way and maybe even out of our comfort zone to benefit someone else. And imagine what your life would look like if you could apply the same level of compassion for yourself as you show to others. If you have self-compassion, you are so much more able to make decisions that benefit future you. The way that we generally live our lives right now strips all opportunity for self-compassion. We live in a very fast-forward world. You can't just wait to get sick and go to a doctor anymore. They expect you to have this massive lifestyle overhaul and this huge long list of things to prevent us from getting sick in the first place. We don't just have to earn an income anymore. We also have to put away for retirement. It's getting more and more expensive, and who knows if there will be enough pension left for everybody. We're constantly connected to each other on social media, our phones, all day, every day. And this is why so many of us feel that we don't have time to take care of ourselves. Did that resonate at all? Or maybe when we have the time, we have no energy left to give to ourselves because we are so drained from an exhausting day. We start the day running, checking emails and social media before we even get out of bed. Then we power through our day, getting everything done, showing up for our job, the people in our lives, and then when 7 p.m. hits, the time you decided you wanted to go to the gym and work out, you have nothing left to give. That next episode of Netflix comes on and you just keep going. So how do we break this cycle? We attack this natural enemy of living a healthy life, and we make decisions that benefit us in the future. And we do this by paying attention to when we say yes, when we should have said no. Taking on too much, being too many things for too many people, leaves no time left for you. So I want to challenge you to start paying attention to when you say yes, but in doing so, you're sacrificing yourself. Don't get me wrong, there will be times when you have to make an exception. Someone in your life will need that extra bit of support, but these situations are much more rare than you'd think. Although you feel that if you don't do something, no one else will do it, you may be surprised that if you leave it, someone else will actually pick up the slack. Give it a try and see what happens. When we take on less and when we choose to say no, we have more time and more energy to take care of ourselves. And this includes going to the grocery store and picking up food that fuels our body. It means meal planning once a week. It means moving your body every day and making time to manage your stress and nurture your spirit. And the number one thing you can do to transform your unwanted eating habits is to prevent them from even happening in the first place. You're going to do this by creating space in your life to nurture yourself rather than eat. Look at what you've discovered yesterday with the emotions that you learned that you experienced before and shortly after you eat your comfort foods. And brainstorm a list of activities that you could do that would give you those same emotions but don't have anything to do with food. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about creating the plan, and this plan is where the magic is. It's what's going to keep you from saying, I've had a rough day, I deserve some chocolate, and changing that around to be, I've had a rough day, I'm going to go do some self-care to restore my energy. In the workbook, there's a long list, like 100+ ideas for your self-care to help you brainstorm some ideas that'll give you the same emotional response that you discovered with the exercise from yesterday. And that's key. Because if you've had a rough day at work and you decide to go for a walk instead of eating, but walking doesn't make you feel those same emotions, those same comforting emotions, then you're going to be feeling deprived and will still need to use your willpower to overcome the desire to eat those comfort foods. That's why it's so important to know what activities you're aiming for. For Rashmi, who I talked about on day 1, she needed to do the same kind of activities that made her feel comfort, connection, and love. So going for a walk doesn't do that for her, but talking to her family on the phone does. So instead of eating comfort food or trying to distract herself by going for a walk, she can eat her healthy meal while chatting on the phone with her family. So check out that list in your workbook, add to the list if you want, and you can either circle or highlight the ones that'll work for you, but they have to give you that same emotional response that you're looking for in response to your triggers. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. Best of luck with this today, and see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the last day of the challenge, where we will wrap everything up and get you started with creating a plan so that the next time you're tempted to eat for emotional reasons, you can come to this plan and look at your list and scan through and choose something that will give you the same emotional reward, but break the cycle of eating for emotional reasons. Sound good? We'll see you tomorrow.